of value equivalent to $94,681 a coin. The present exchanged cost range, 93.82 to 99.661. The earlier day close, 94.348. The change was plus 0.333, plus 25%. Backwards rate, US to Aave. Of conjecture for August 2024. At the outset cost at $95.44. Excessive cost $117.15, while low cost $95.44. The arrived at the midpoint of cost $104.38. Of cost conjecture toward the month's end $109.49. Change for August 14.7%. Of cost expectation for September 2024. At the outset cost at $109.49. Exorbitant cost $135.90, while low cost $109.49. The found the middle value of cost $120.47. Of cost estimate toward the month's end $127.01. Change for September 16%. Of estimate for October 2024. First and foremost cost at $127.01. Exorbitant cost $141.34, while low cost $122.84. The found the middle value of cost $130.82. Of cost estimate toward the month's end $132.09. Change for October 40%. Of cost expectation for November 2024. Before all else cost at $132.09. Excessive cost $158.40, while low cost $132.09. The arrived at the midpoint of cost $142.66. Of cost figure toward the month's end $148.04. Change for November 1%. Of figure for December 2024. Before all else cost at $148.04. Excessive cost $183.75, while low cost $148.04. The arrived at the midpoint of cost $162.89. Of cost figure toward the month's end $171.73. Change for December 16%. Of cost expectation for January 2025. In the first place cost at $171.73. Exorbitant cost $213.15, while low cost $171.73. The found the middle value of cost $188.96. Of cost gauge toward the month's end $199.21. Change for January 16%. Of gauge for February 2025. In the first place cost at $199.21. Exorbitant cost $247.26, while low cost $199.21. The found the middle value of cost $290.19. Of cost gauge toward the month's end $231.08. Change for February 16%. Of cost expectation for Walk 2025. Initially cost at $231.08. Excessive cost $256.59, while low cost $223.01. The arrived at the midpoint of cost $237.62. Of cost figured toward the month's end $239.80. Change for spring 38%. Of estimate for April 2025. First and foremost cost at $239.80. Exorbitant cost $261.27, while low cost $227.09. The found the middle value of cost $243.09. Of cost gauge toward the month's end $244.18. Change for April 18%. Of cost expectation for May 2025. Before all else cost at $244.18. Excessive cost $288.40, while low cost $244.18. The found the middle value of cost $261.57. Of cost gauge toward the month's end $269.53. Change for May 4%. Of estimate for June 2025. First and foremost cost at $269.53. Excessive cost $294.98, while low cost $256.38. The arrived at the midpoint of cost $274.14. Of cost conjecture toward the month's end $275.68. Change for June 3%. Of cost expectation for July 2025. Initially cost at $275.68. Excessive cost $298.89, while low cost $259.79. The arrived at the midpoint of cost $278.43. Of cost estimate toward the month's end $279.34. Change for July 3%. Of estimate for August 2025. First and foremost cost at $279.34. Exorbitant cost $301.96, while low cost $262.46. They found the middle value of cost 281.49. Of cost estimate toward the month's end 282.21. Change for August 10%. Of cost expectation for September 2025. First and foremost cost at $282.21. Exorbitant cost $307.23, while low cost $267.03. They arrived at the midpoint of cost $285.90. Of cost conjecture toward the month's end $287.13. Change for September 17%. Of conjecture for October 2025. Before all else cost at $287.13. Excessive cost $356.38, while low cost $287.13. They arrived at the midpoint of cost $315.93. Of cost conjecture toward the month's end $333.07. Change for October 16%. Of cost expectation for November 2025. Before all else cost at $333.07. Excessive cost $333.07, while low cost $260.20. They arrived at the midpoint of cost $301.53. Of cost conjecture toward the month's end $279.78. Change for November 16%. Of conjecture for December 2025. At the outset cost at $279.78. Excessive cost $279.78, while low cost $218.57. They arrived at the midpoint of cost $253.29. Of cost conjecture toward the month's end $235.2. Change for December 16%. Of cost expectation for January 2026. First and foremost cost at $235.02. Exorbitant cost $282.76, while low cost $235.02. They found the middle value of cost $254.27. Of cost gauge toward the month's end $264.26. Change for January 12.4%. Of gauge for February 2026. To start with cost at $264.26. Exorbitant cost $264.26, while low cost $216.09. They found the middle value of cost $244.24. Of cost gauge toward the month's end $232.36. Change for February 12.1%. Of cost expectation for walk 2026. At the outset cost at $232.36. Excessive cost $232.36, while low cost $187.37. They arrived at the midpoint of cost $213.39. Of cost conjecture toward the month's end $201.47. Change for spring 13.3%. Of conjecture for April 2026. At the outset cost at $201.47. Excessive cost $257, while low cost $201.47. They arrived at the midpoint of cost $221.68. Of cost conjecture toward the month's end $233.71. Change for April 16%.